What's up, guys?
Hello.
We are headed home.
Yep.
From Orlando.
We had an awesome time.
I won a week of not doing dishes.
Yes. Andre Arlovsky pulled off the win.
Not the most exciting fight, but I love that two of my favorite guys, neither one of them had to get knocked out. But boring fights kind of suck for everybody, so who knows?
Yeah.
But we are, and the main event went DJ's way, so we both would have lost that bet because we both thought Dotson was going to get it.
Right.
But, oh well. They're small guys, little 125ers.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. I'm tired. It's been a long yesterday.
A long yesterday. It was a long day.
But yeah, we're actually gonna give you guys some tips on,
going
and
to
some
Orlando.
heads up on going to Universal and Islands of Adventure. Or no?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we figured out some stuff, and we definitely learned for the next time we come.
The one thing I would say, if you are a Florida resident, you can get 2 park passes for 2 days at a really good price. The only downside to that being you have to wait in line when you get to the park to pick them up. It's because that's what we had to do. Pick up our tickets at the ticket window. But if you're not a Florida resident, you can just go and order them, buy them online and print them out, and then you just walk in with it.
Also, if you want to go to City Walk, like the night before you actually go to the park, City Walk is really cool. A lot of cool stuff to do, like right at the entrance to Universal and Islands of Adventure. A lot of awesome restaurants, like they have music, shops.
Live music at some of the venues,
exactly.
And they're open until like 2 a.m.
Right, it's like a party central, really, if you're into like clubs and stuff, and it's a very small cover. And but if you're a Florida resident as well, and you let them know, your parking is only $5. And that's, all night.
All night, yeah.
And you get preferred parking with that.
The other thing too, something that we didn't do because we weren't really gonna party too hard that night, but you can also get a City Walk party pass, and that will waive the covers for any of the bars.
You just walk in everywhere.
Yeah, because I guess that's what a lot of people like to do here in Orlando is they just go to City Walk to,
hang out,
pub crawl basically. But we were just really there to kind of check things out and eat. We didn't want to stay out too late and party because I wanted to get to the park really early the next day, just because it was a holiday weekend, Labor Day weekend. I didn't know.
It's hard to judge
how busy things would be, so we got to the park. What was it, at like 8:15?
Can I pause you just for 1 second?
Yeah.
I was going to say something about City Walk real quick before we go into the park. We highly recommend a Cowfish.
Yeah, that was a cool place. Burgers
and sushi, full bar, all kinds of craft beers, craft drinks, specialty drinks. Like, that place was amazing.
Yeah.
I highly recommend eating there if you like sushi. And I think everybody likes cheeseburgers. So that place was the shit.
And I had a drink called Hokkaido Nights, and it was really, really tasty and really strong.
Magic Hat craft beer. Shout out to my cousin Anthony for recommending it. It was delicious.
But yeah, we really enjoyed our food. Oh, and if you get the boxes, there's a thing on the menu called a bento box, and it's kind of like a sampler of everything. If you're gonna get the box, don't get edamame as your appetizer, because we got that,
so much edamame.
And then we got edamame in our boxes too. So we were like, oh my goodness,
we basically had a vegetarian dinner because we ate so much green peas. Is basically what it felt like. We were just cramming down our throat.
But overall, really good experience.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Service everywhere.
Oh my goodness.
In the park, in City Walk, in the shops, everywhere was really cool.
Tell them about your pin.
Yeah, so we went into one of the fossil stores, fossil leather goods or whatever, the night before while we were at City Walk, and I was talking to one of the associates and told her, it's my birthday this weekend. She goes, oh my goodness, where's your pin? And I said, pin? What pin? And she goes, you have to go to guest services and tell them it's your birthday, and if you can show them your ID, and they'll give you a pin, and everyone will say happy birthday to you. So the next morning when we got our tickets, I told the lady at the register, I was like, yeah, it's my birthday, and she gave me a pin. I got to write my name on it. Here, I think I actually.
And she got a free butterbeer.
So, Universal Studios, it's my birthday. It's got my name on it. And she was right. Pretty much every single person, every single employee said happy birthday to me when they saw me. So that was really, really cool. Helped make my day extra special. And I did. I got a free butterbeer.
Which butterbeers are amazing.
Butterbeer is the bomb. So delicious.
They're really good.
If you're not a Harry Potter fan, you still need to try it.
Still recommend trying it, and still recommend just going there and just to look around, because it's so fucking cool. Like the detail that went into building those two places. Definitely get the 2-park pass.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't do half.
For sure, do the 2-park pass.
Especially if you're a fan and you're gonna realize what you missed on the other side. One side might be better than the other. Like we each have our opinions about that. Like we definitely think Islands of Adventure side is more fun.
We prefer that to.
But to say we didn't have fun at Universal would be insane. I had a blast at both.
I think he liked the stuff at Universal a little bit better because it was kind of like reminiscing for him, like Men in Black, Terminator, stuff like that, and you know, I don't know.
But I still loved Islands of Adventures.
They were both.
Hulk was the shit.
They're both really fun. Like you got to do it right and do them both. But yeah, I think I prefer Islands of Adventure a little bit myself. I felt like the rides were a little bit better over there.
It's a little bit more adult, I feel, at Islands of Adventure.
Yeah.
Universal has a few more kid stuff, and like the Simpsons part, like Krusty World and all that. Yeah. Which was still, that was
and
childhood.
Dr. Seuss is in Universal too.
Well, you got like the Spider-Man and Islands of Adventures and the Hulk, which if you get there when the park, like we got there at like 8:30 and got in line to get our tickets, because you can go a certain distance in the park and you can go in like the shops and stuff that are right at the edge of the park before you can actually get on the rides.
Before they open the rides.
You can also get early access, but that's kind of a trick in my opinion, because you don't actually get to go on everything. It's just a little section you can go to. Like it's more kid stuff.
So this is something that I sort of wish that we had done. Like I feel like we were definitely newbies this time around. You know, I just got us, like I got our hotel and our tickets separately. Because I was looking for a good hotel deal and, you know, wasn't really sure, which hotels have breakfast included was like my #1 priority. But on the Universal website, like you can do vacation packages and...
There's no water in there.
No.
Damn it.
There's water in the cooler. I'll get you some in a second. I would, you know, when we go back the next time, I think what we'll end up doing is a package, because you can stay at the on-site hotels and there's free transportation from the hotel to the park, so you don't have to pay for parking, which is also really cool if you do want to go and get drunk at City Walk the night before. You don't have to drive back.
Which I want to do next time.
And then you get a free shuttle to and from the park, and then you get a 2-day 2-park pass. Yeah. You know, we were only going to be here for 1 day, and
that was plenty for this trip.
It really was a long day. Like I don't know if 2 days, you know.
If we did 2 days, it's like let's hang out at Islands of Adventures all this day.
Right.
And then the Universal side the next day, because, you know, like we did the train ride. I think we could still squeeze that in, but to do I don't know, two 8-hour days at both parks, that's like, it's almost like going to 4 theme parks. Right. You feel stretched. You want to have fun still.
I feel like if you did the 2-day 2-park pass, you could really do things more at your leisure. Like we sort of felt like, oh, okay, we got to go and we got to do all of this and we got to get it all in the 1 day.
Make sure we get the stuff we really want to do.
Did everything we really wanted to do, and that was fine, because we were like, well, I was exhausted at like 3 o'clock, but you know, we had been up late the night before and then early that morning, and you know, maybe with a 2-day 2-park pass you wouldn't feel so like rushed to get everything in. And then the other thing was too, with those vacation packages, I'm pretty sure they included the early access. So the Harry Potter rides had the longest wait times of anything. We waited the longest to do the Escape from Gringotts, which
the ride had been down a couple times.
Yeah, they were having some delays on that one, but like if we had done the early admission, we could have done all the Harry Potter stuff like right away in the morning, and that's what I was most excited about. And we didn't wait long at all for any of the stuff on the Islands of Adventure
getting there early and like going to those shops, and then as soon as they drop that rope to go, like run to the Hulk, because the Hulk is right there at the beginning.
Right there at the beginning.
And it's one of the funnest things I've ever done, period.
Yeah, the Hulk is awesome.
It's so much fun, and you get a free, like a lot of these rides, they make you take everything out of your pockets because it's loops and shit, but and the lockers might say that it costs money, but it does not. It does not.
Right, we didn't have to pay for a locker one single time.
Right, unless you want a locker for hours, it's going to cost you. But if you're you're just going on this ride, you just do it, and they take your fingerprint now. And you just kind of, we got it down after a couple times. We
became pros.
Using lockers was easy after a couple times.
But it's kind of cool too because you don't have to worry about losing your shit.
Yeah.
Whatever, but like make sure that if you have something on you and they tell you to locker it, that you locker it up, because they will make you get out of line and go all the way back and put it in a locker before you can get on the ride. So don't try to sneak it, because they'll find you. They have metal detectors.
Yeah. And this dude snuck his wand in. His Harry Potter fucking wand.
In the box.
In the box.
This long.
All the way through the line of the mummy, which goes down and then up some more. We were in that line. It's not necessarily a long line, but it's a long walk. It's a lot of zigzags and shit.
Up and down stairs.
He got all the way up to the ride, and they go, oh, yeah, you can't ride. So he had to stand there and watch his buddies have a blast, and then they all got out and laughed at him in his face.
Yep.
And so it's like, okay, you want to wait in the line again for 40 minutes, or you want to just go? So
yeah.
Don't test them. They're nice people, but they won't let you ride with your shit.
But it was, all in all, it was such an awesome day. Oh, we got, okay, so this guy over here, we're in,
this guy?
Yeah,
nice.
We're in Hogsmeade. It's on the Islands of Adventure side, and, you know, I'm like, oh, I want to go in Ollivanders, because they do, like, a show where the wand chooses the wizard and this and that, and, you know, he was kind of like, oh, you really want to do this, you know, I don't know, like, what's this all about? And I was like, no, it's cool, it's supposed to be awesome. So we get in there, and we didn't have to wait very long at all.
No, they take about 25 people at a time almost.
Yeah.
It was like 20.
So we didn't have to wait very long, and we get in there, and sure enough, the two of us get chosen for the presentation or for the show or whatever. So it was really cool. He started out, the guy had handed me a wand, and he's like, make the bell ring. So, you know, you wave the wand, and, you know, the bell goes crazy, and then he hands Brandon a wand and says, you know, levitate these boxes over here, and, you know, you play along and you do it. And then he's like, I wonder, and he takes Brandon's wand and my wand, and then he switches them, and then, like, if you've seen the movie, you know how when Harry holds his wand, it's like the air starts to swirl around and it's blowing his hair out and everything. Well, that happened and when we switched our wands, and he did this whole spiel about how they were connected at the heart because the cores came from the same dragon heartstring or whatever. And then he's like, and then all the details, if you want to purchase them, are right next door. So we're like,
we thought
we got the wands for free, but no, they were $47.99 a piece, and I wasn't gonna spend that kind of money on a fake wand. But it was really cool to get chosen for the little demonstration. That was fun.
How much would you pay for a real wand?
For a real wand, if it could do all the shit that they do, I would pay. But
also definitely recommend, like, you're gonna see a lot of shit you want to buy, and I for sure we both wanted to get a souvenir,
right?
So, but I highly recommend, because you can get the Harry Potter shops if that's the kind of souvenir you want. You can basically get anything you saw in the first store that has a lot of that stuff. They're scattered out. There's like 7 or 8 different places to get all the same souvenirs.
Right. The same stuff is pretty much all the way everywhere.
Right. Yeah. Just save it for, like, right before, like, when you're done. Like, we were done. We were ready to leave, and we were like, all right, let's go grab our stuff and then head to the car.
Right. You don't want
to cart it around and have to. That's just more stuff to try to put in those lockers.
Down up here.
Yeah.
That's another thing. If you buy souvenirs and if you stay on the on-site resort and you do a hotel package with your tickets, they will actually take your souvenirs or send your souvenirs to your hotel room for you. I can't remember if that was included or if that was extra, but that was one of the benefits of doing that. So, you know, I feel like doing the package and going all the way and staying on site and that sort of thing. It's a little more money, but in the end, probably worth it.
Saves the hassle part of it.
Right. It just makes everything go a little bit smoother.
I compare it to staying on a cruise ship.
Right.
They take the pain in the butt, part out.
Yeah. And
there you go.
Make sure that you have navigation on your phone or, one of the little TomTom things, because Orlando is kind of confusing